comes the lightning. Rain, rain, go away. Please don't bring me down today. Sometimes all there is to say, forgive me, that's on my way. Oh, 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 oh.
Yo, what's up? It's Big B, coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada, representing Suburban Noise Records.
The sun comes out, doesn't it seem like they're always around? Watch them all scurry as they run for cover. We used to stick together and look out for one another. Hey, we gotta try to live every day, like nothing is happening. So say so here comes the lightning.
You know, the thing with Jim Perkins is he is one of those guys that pushed me to do something a little different and not just stay the same way, you know, not just be a white rapper and do that stuff. And it helped me out because he just pushed me and gave me the confidence that I could sing and do stuff and just think out of the box, you know, and start doing the reggae and, you know, some of the country stuff and not just do. For so long I just bought beats and that's what I do. And when you got in there and you saw how organic it was with Jim and he just pushed you over the top, we started creating music that, you know, like it's timeless. When I'm a old man and have grandchildren, I'll be happy to put it on, you know, the records, and you can tell on the sound these days that it's a genuine type of thing.
You know this next song, sing it with me. If you don't, just pretend you do, you look cool. Put your hands back in the air, let's keep it going.
Yeah, you know, like, I feel like it's matured. I'm still saying the same thing. I'm still the same guy, but if you don't test yourself at music, I feel like you're cheating the fans, because it's real easy to do the same thing over and over and over and know that those fans are gonna buy that record and stuff, but you're just cheating them out of, like, what? It's kind of like being imagine if you're an NFL player and you don't give 110%, you know, you only have to catch the ball every now and then. You don't do that. You gotta give it 110.
Comes the other way, man. You're my only one, cause this is our beginning. Let's go, let's live a life of a sinner, and we'll be living on the run, right here in California.
First tattoo for me, I was about 15 or 16. I got a really bad one. I've since have covered it up. Actually, I got another one right then. I think it might even be on this arm. You see how small this Big B is compared to the whole my body? Because I never knew I was going to get to be like a real Big B. So if you look and see, that does not really fit. But that's back in the day type of tattoos. And then I went a long time and didn't get a whole bunch. And then I went on a rampage because at the time I was hanging out with a lot of friends that were getting them to sing, and we just kind of had a competition, and we went, and then we were still outcasts, and then all of a sudden after doing Inked and the TV show and me, Carrie Hart, and all those guys, and now it seems like it's just a household thing. Over the last 10 years, it's been crazy. So now guys, to be so core and stuff, they start getting their face tattooed and their hands and everything else. I just never been into that. I like the art part of it. It's not a freak factor or a tough guy factor for me on the tattoos. Best part about being a father for me is staying grounded. Like your kids kind of tell you when you're not cool, and you can tell, and just being able to go home. It's the hardest thing in the world to be an artist and have children, and people don't ever realize when you're out here that you have a family, or, you know, whatever it is, and you got to put on this face and just they love you whether you have a hit song, it's just the awesomest thing to just go and then see my kids grow and have so much more than I ever had in my life. I make sure they have so much more. You know, I came from a bad background. My dad did years in prison and was just that biker lifestyle for him. So, but the best thing is knowing that I'm breaking the cycle too with having children, that I can break the cycle and make kids that have a chance in society. I'm not saying I didn't, but if I didn't do this, I was on the road to destruction for sure.
Put your hands in the motherfucking air. And if you're too cool to put your hands in the air, well, fuck you. I know. I live a life of a sinner. But when it comes to other women, you're the only one who
worked on body shop and a car for so long. If anyone follows me on Twitter or Instagram or anything, they see I build Harleys and cars and bikes all the time. So I'd be doing that thing, and either that or just the problem. I don't think I'd be a good bank robber, man. You'd see me right out the thing. It'd be like this. Look, ready? Freeze. Give me your money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to pick me on a lineup, even if I had a bag over my head. So I don't know what I'd be doing. Probably doing custom cars and that type of thing, which I'm already doing, which became a hobby. But before this, that's what I did. I worked at a body shop for years. Vegas for me, it's a great place because you could have so much fun and then go out and still ride your dirt bike and hang out with your friends, do bonfire stuff. We have the lake, the lake's there, Lake Mead. We have all the worlds, and you can I got to see so many artists come in where certain places don't get as much entertainment as we are, but then we can leave and go out to our houses that are on the outskirts, and then we can go into it's like a war zone. You can go in there, do whatever you're going to do, party as hard as you can, and then go away. And if you don't want to go into the limelight, I think just the fast pace of it is what I loved and did that. Now I get a little bit older and I enjoy more camping and fishing, but man, growing up I just wanted to be in the mix, drinking beers and fist fights and whatever it was.
Let it rain, because we still gonna have a good time in this motherfucker tonight.
Artists for me, guys that I look up to, most of them, a lot of them passed away. Johnny Cash's and even the Bradley Knowles and guys like that, you always look up to. It's for me, but I like odd people. Like Citizen Cope to me is just a dope artist, man. Like he's one of those guys, songwriter. I don't get his live show as much. It's kind of like it drags a little bit for me. But as a songwriter and stuff, he's excellent. Another guy's Everlast. I was lucky enough for him to take me under his wing and do that. And Butch Walker, I got to work with him. I just like people that just make great music. I like the guy that's the rock star but doesn't try to be the rock star. Those are the ones I like. So those, but rap, man, that Kendrick Lamar for some reason is such a dope record. Like when you hear that record, that dude to me right now, as a rapper, I don't care what anyone says. People say, I don't know. If you listen to his content and what he's saying lyrically, that kid is just ridiculously dope. I can't say I look up to him. I'll just say, just very impressed, talented kid.
I didn't know there was going to be this many people, so make some noise for your fucking self. I got a new record that came out today. You can get it in the back. It's called Fool's Gold. Dirty Heads are on the record with me. I got Slightly Stupid on there. I got No Effects, Hefe from No Effects, Byron from Pennywise, a ton of people. Where's all the bad girls in the house tonight? This song's for you.
It was actually the opposite. So many people told me not to do it that I had to go do it. Everybody wanted me to play football and do sports and do something else, and I just loved music, always loved music, and I loved hip-hop. Was just like like hip-hop trivia. Sometimes people will go back and I'll sit with like guys from Wu-Tang and stuff, and we'll just be talking about music, and they kind of trip out on the fact that I know so much about East Coast hip-hop and West Coast. So I just always loved hip-hop, and that's where the rap came in, but I loved country too, and I loved punk rock. And my parents were never like, they weren't really supportive. They didn't really care what I was doing. They're on drugs and doing whatever else. But yeah, no one really pushed me, man. It was just one of those things where it kept on going. I got a little bit better, and then I gave up and I had my first daughter, my wife at the time, my ex had our first daughter, and I went back to work and I wasn't going to do it. And the weirdest thing happened is I got a call from Johnny from OPM. That was a fan of my other band, 187, and asked me to write some songs with them. And it kind of kick-started again, and then I was done. Suburban Noise, Cottonmouth King guys offered me a record deal, and then the rest was kind of history from there. And then I was like, let me try to do this and make it a full-time gig. And that's what we've been doing for a long time. And working with Carrie Hart and doing all that stuff helped me be able to do this. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Probably because it never, whatever it is, from like, don't worry, it'll be okay. Is not, if you have alcohol in your system or you're hanging out with one of your friends and they try to tell you that and they're not on the same page as you, that's a bad one. The bad advice has been good advice, hence good times and bad advice. The worst advice, yeah, I don't know. I got so many different things. What it is I don't listen to anyone. You know what I mean? So that becomes an issue of like, all right. And that's where I'm at right now, you know, with this whole thing. And a lot of things happened over at Sub Noise, and I stayed over there because I felt like it was my thing to do, and no one really showed me any doubt of anyone to do anything. So, yeah, it's weird. It's all been good advice, I guess, because I don't believe a word anyone says.
They took his car, but when they took his life, it went too far. He closed his eyes and he started to pray. And this is the last thing this killer's heard him say. Before I leave this place, y'all will remember this face. For the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, y'all will remember this face.
What age did I record my first song? You know, I was doing mixtapes back in the day, and they were just terrible. I didn't write any of the lines, so I was about 17, 18, and then from there, did that. But I got into the game late, you know, compared to other guys, because I had so much going on, and I didn't have any outlet to make music. And the hip-hop community, I remember going and doing rap battles at the time, and I'd be the only white guy there, and they just did not get what I was doing. They're like, this cannot be going. And I kind of stayed the same. I was the same guy, so you have this dude rapping, doing what he did and that, but I make mixtapes and different things, and then I did the 187 record, you know, in 2000, so it's been a while.
3 days later, they found an OD at a C motel. I can read you what the rest of the letter said, but I think you can already tell that before I leave this place, y'all will remember this face. For the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, y'all will remember this face. Before I leave this place, y'all will remember my face. For the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, y'all will remember this face.
It was about weed and partying, and I forget what it was. I'm trying to think of the hook. I remember, oh man, I don't know, but yeah, that's what it was. But I remember, Brian Mahoney, he's no good. Chop him up for kindling wood. And if he don't burn, then let the story turn to another page. Yeah. 30 minutes of free time. I have my Harley in our trailer right back here. It's raining today. If it wasn't raining, I'm out ripping up the streets and going to check stuff out and just going for a ride. I keep it in the trailer. This is the first time I could really do it, so it's cool. But I got my road glide in the trailer, so that's my 30 minutes of doing that. Yeah. A lot of people here tonight. What day is it? A Tuesday night? We're gonna get fucked up tomorrow. Y'all gonna call into work and shit. No, the industry is just like, it's super bullshit. I've been lucky enough to have a few people in my corner that are in this industry that's good, but it's like you go to a job and every guy is coming up with a hustle to make, you know, he got to make the boss look good or whatever it is. Everyone wants to make money, and they promise you the world, and the second that you can't make them money, or the second that they think you can't do it, they throw you to the side or something goes on. And just, I've lost so many friendships over this thing. Like, I have all my real friends that I've had that aren't in the industry. I have those guys forever, but because of music, so many falling outs, and this guy, that guy. And publishing too, you just see who's the fake and the snake of it. That's fool's gold to me. That's what the record was about, is kind of like just stating the claim of like, dude, this kind of sucks, man. I don't know how it was in the 60s or the 70s or even the 80s. You know, the 80s to me looked kind of sharky for sure when they had them up there just doing whatever they could do to make money, but it just shouldn't be that way, man. You like, if you're a man of your word or whatever it is, and you're like a solid group of dudes, that's what you do. And the music industry is not that way. And it's a sad thing, because I love making music. I hate selling music. I hate, you know what it's like to have to go into a room and before you do it, say, okay, how are we going to split this up, and publishing and all that thing. That just sucks, man. You shouldn't have to do that, but you have to do it because that's the way this business is. Instead of us saying, okay, we all went in, we all own the song. It doesn't work that way all the time. I want to be remembered as a dude that kept evolving, and you know, I don't care if I'm remembered as a good guy or a bad guy. I just want to be remembered as a guy that evolved, didn't really take no shit, and didn't kiss a lot of ass or do anything to just kind of like fit in. You know, I don't think I'll ever sell platinum records, and I don't think that I'll ever be like the biggest star in the world, but I'll tell you what, I'm always gonna have people, the ones that get me, will understand what I'm doing. I want to be just known as a dude that made good songs, and like I said, just did it my own way and did my own thing. New album out today, you can get it on back. Here's a new song.
Another crazy summer, and we can party hard until the last one. So get out, 'cause it's about to blow up like a shotgun. Let's go, summer, this is how it's done.
Yo, big shout out to yadamedia.net. Thanks for hanging out with the small people. You can find me on californiainmate.org. No. You can find me. Twitter is Vegas Hooligan. Instagram, feed Big B. Actually, Facebook, everything Big B. Or you can call me at 867-5309. Do you got it? It's 867-5309. Jenny will tell you. But yeah, that's where you can get a hold of me.